today's message. Okay, I'm early, but I planned it that way. Okay, so let me bless this message while everyone's getting the notifications. Anything not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Calling upon my angels, my ancestors, only of the highest white light, and Archangel Michael as I calibrate to the energy of the collective. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. Amen. Okay. I'm so excited. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Hi, Alexis. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Di. Hi, Rachel Rose. We have two Rachels in here. Sandra, Fairy, Star. Hi, Lord Key. So welcome in, guys. I hope that you guys either got the notification or saw what I posted in the community tab. Okay. So I have a channeled message for you guys. And then I also pulled out confirmation, and I haven't really been able to look at it yet, but I know it'll put everything together. Sorry, excuse me. I was chugging Red Bull. I always do that before I go live. And what else? And then I have dice out. I'm gonna pull some more messages, and I have my deck out too. So without further ado, I got, wow, you are rare and iconic in every sense of the word, inside and out. And their spell work is to keep you starting over and over and over again. And I just wanted to give a shout out to Chandler Maston. I just shared his video in the community tab. If you guys are A1 day ones of mine, you guys have been with me a long time, you guys know that I'm very picky about creators that I share, especially in the community tab. So if you guys do resonate with his content, please show love and respect. And yeah, he shouted me out today in his video, and I don't watch a lot of readers, and so in his message he was saying something similar. He's also a part of Angel Gang, for those of you that watch Destiny on Queen Cup. And so he shouted me and her out, and I was like I was just shook. Absolutely shook. So if you guys resonate with my content, if you resonate with Dez's content, you will definitely resonate with Chandler's content. I love his content. I remember I'm a newer subscriber of his, and the first day I found his content, I binge watched it for hours. And then I was like, oh, I gotta take a shower. So I got my big speaker and I put it in the bathroom, and I was like, I'm gonna listen while I shower. Okay, so sometimes, when we get excited about, resonating with someone, and I know that's how you guys feel about particular readers, or maybe even me, and if that is the case, I'm so grateful. But I just thought I would give him a big shout out, and you guys check out his channel. I shared it in the community tab, and yeah. Okay, guys, what did I write down for you today? People have no idea what you have gone through. People have no idea what you've gone through to get where you're at. So keep building and keep healing. I am about to gas you guys the F up. Not because of toxic positivity, but because what I'm channeling is so strong. And normally if I write down the channeled messages, I'll use like 5 note cards. I only use 2 because I was like, I'm not going to forget what I'm channeling. I'm just going to hurry up and go live. But I'm going to be gassing you guys up with what you've been going through, and why certain things are unfolding the way that they are. And so it's all going to make sense. And I'm here to help motivate and encourage and help you guys keep your heads up. Whoever this is for, you've been busting your behind, like trying to do the shadow work, trying to do what's right for you. And that has not been easy for you. I wrote down some channeled keywords, and after I go through the confirmation And basically your guys' pre-pull, I'm going to then confirm the channeled words that I wrote down. I was like, what are the words? I wrote down entitled Chronic Complainers, Body Positivity, Spellwork, Repeat Lessons, Cutoff Game, Fake Friends, Cyberbullies, and Content Creators. Okay, so those are the keywords that I got for you guys. Again, there's a lot of people that think it's easy to do what you do. Okay, and it's not. It's just not. And I feel like one of the reasons why I'm the way that I am, or that I maneuver the way that I do, is because I used to be a people pleaser, and it took me years and years and years to not be that way and to empower myself. I also believe that it's okay to have an unpopular opinion. It's okay to do things different. You guys could be like me in that sense, where people just think that you just got whatever you got easy, and they're not really acquainted with the facts, and you're not really going to acquaint them with the facts. You know what I mean? So really quick, before I jump in, you guys let me know if the sound is okay, because yesterday's live stream, the first like 15-20 minutes was like glitching with the sound specifically. So I want to make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear before I go too much further. Okay. Thank you, Fonzo. So, thank you, MT. Thank you, Angie. The sound is good. Okay. Because I was like, what in the frick? It was like every time I got louder, it went like staticky. I was like, ew, I don't like that. Okay. So I checked all the chords and like make sure I went over everything. That way you guys can hear me loud and clear. But if you're new here, I'm your bestie on the internet. I'm your favorite YouTuber. I am your cosmic cheerleader. I am your spiritual advisor. I am your chicken noodle soup for the soul. So grab whatever you be snacking on and sipping on, because I'm going in. Okay. So these people that are trying to emulate you, they could have been your friends at one point, or they could be the people trying to push you around or bully you. They could be people that are obsessive fans. Now, this could be because you guys are content creators. I'm getting that you guys are either readers, content creators, considering being that, or you're really good at the industry that you're in. You are rare and iconic on the inside and out, and I'm going to explain to you why, and why you were dealing with a certain type of spell work. And the reason I want to cheer you guys up and I feel so strongly about this message is because they want you to continue to start over and over and over again from ground zero. I'm here to light some type of fire under your behind, to not give up. To not give up. If you guys have earbuds in, we're going to have a brief interruption. If you guys have earbuds in, or you're driving, operating heavy machinery, turn down the volume just a little bit, because I am going to be hitting the bell. So just a warning, okay? Hi guys, hi Organic Slay, hi Star. Oh wait, I said hi to Star already. I have 2 stars. The other star isn't in here yet, I don't think. Hi Jared, hi Faith, hi Lucky, hi MT, create your own reality. Just welcome in guys, I'm so excited. So don't mind the brief interruption. I got family in and out, so it's the weekend. So you guys are starting to see that there is a pattern with certain lessons that you guys were going through. Okay? There was a pattern in those lessons with having to start over. Give me 1 second, guys. There was a pattern with having to start over. There was a pattern with it being something very traumatic and then you having to go through it again. And so when I got this message earlier today, I got the confirmation twice. Okay? I got the confirmation twice. I got the confirmation with First, Stephanie P, for those of you that, hi babe, for those of you that are familiar with her content. And then I got the second confirmation from Chandler. And I was like, we are on, we are on. Okay, I am not crazy. Okay, so thank you, Ryan, for your donation. You guys have been going through something where you're having to repeat the same thing. So now you're going to listen to your intuition very strongly. Okay, so some examples. This would be like going through something very traumatic with skin, going through something very traumatic with hair, and it could be partly because you're trying to have body positivity, and this is also helping you work on that. But some of it is this spell work and witchcraft and people that think that they can swap destinies with you and think that they can do what you do better than you. You know what I mean? So, say you guys were finally getting your skin cleared up, finally getting on board with like, okay, I love my body, my skin is good, my skin is clear, and then something disrupts that. And you have to start all back over again. Let's say something traumatic happened with the hair and you'd been working on this. I'm getting that there are certain things that you guys have been working on for years or months that were disrupted this year specifically. And the reason why I'm getting on here is to tell you guys, don't give up. They want you to repeat these lessons that are heartbreaking, gut-wrenching, just soul-sucking, just takes all the esteem out of you that is positive, and just makes you look in the mirror like, I'm tired. I'm literally tired. So wherever you guys have had to start over, whether it was a job, with your body, with your hair, with a person, wherever that was, it's very familiar to you. So when it happens again, like it could be with a home, say that's something that you always go through. It feels like certain Saturn lessons in certain things that you do with, like it could be the home, it could be friends, it could be family. It just feels real karmic. But on top of that, there are a lot of eyes on you right now. There are a lot of people that they want the shortcut. They want the fast route to getting some type of clout or being recognized or being popular. So understand first that that is how you are seen. And some of you guys might not be feeling like that right now, but you are empowering yourself. You are calling back your power. Some of you guys are 1 to 6 months in to starting certain things over that are painful. Trying to keep your head above water, trying to stay positive about whatever those things were. And thank you, Princess, for your donation. Good, I'm glad it resonates. Yeah, there are certain things that you guys were going through and it was frustrating. You're like, I just went through this. I just invested in that. It's like when you think that you repair, say you were building a home, just an example. It's like you were building a home, a hurricane comes and knocks it over and just takes it out completely. We'll call it a man-made Milton, okay? Let's say there was a man-made Milton that comes in and just destroys it. And that's a perfect metaphor for that as well, because it is like a man-made Milton. It is a man-made problem that these people were creating. Now, you're really good at starting over, but bestie, I'm getting that you are very exhausted and you are very tired. So this is like building the home from the feet up and being like, oh my gosh, I went through so much to get this up and running. You start thinking about what it took to get the contractors, what it took to get the cement, to get the framing, to get the plumbing and the electricity, to get all of the things. And then a man-made Milton comes and knocks it the F out. How would you feel? Not great. because you know that you're determined. You know that you have the true grit, the gravitas, the ancient Roman virtue of vigor, strength, and seriousness to take care of this, but you're freaking tapped out. I am asking you, I am encouraging you guys to dig deep, because we don't bow down to the ops that watch us. We don't empower evil eye, and we ain't here for their janky spell work. And for those of you that are dealing with heavy witchcraft or spell work, it is possibly or definitely family members, because I feel like that's when it's the strongest, when it's your actual bloodline. Okay, so whatever or whoever is paying for rituals or paying for things to be done to you, these people are about to become very sick. I want you guys to keep your prayers up in every sense of the word, your affirmations up in every sense of the word. You are safe to feel the way that you do. You are safe to feel disappointed. You are safe to feel let down and to take a step back, like, oh my gosh, like I cannot believe that this happened again. So I'm not saying to like brush over that. I'm saying to acknowledge that and know in the back of your mind that you will get through this and that you're not going to give up. Okay, so you guys are going to dig your heels in, because maybe you guys had made it so far in your spiritual journey that you thought, there's no way I would ever have to rebuild a house after building it that last time. Because maybe that had happened to you 3 times before, but not in a very long time. So when you feel like really healed and like together, and then this thing comes through again, it hits you different. Every time you think you're further and further and further along and it happens again, you're like, what? It can be very triggering. These people have no idea. They're just straight hating, straight watching, monitoring, trolling, and they have no idea what you've gone through to get where you're at. Okay? But just like none. I was listening to Chandler's messages today, and he was saying something similar, that people just don't understand. They think that they can ride your coattails for the clout. They can ride your coattails to the finish line. And that he had been doing his craft for a very long time. But people are watching and monitoring him to copy and emulate it. And all of these people are trying to take shortcuts to something that you've been perfecting, something that you are destined to be, something that God chose you for. Okay? Literally. And did somebody say something about a mirror? Yeah, I'm definitely getting stuff about mirrors, and I don't know if that's one of their tactics, but you guys are definitely dealing with spiritual narcissists or religious narcissists. They think it should be their way or the highway. Some of these people were friends or family members of yours. They put you on the back burner. They didn't appreciate you, and it was always their way or the highway. God is saying you already have the answers, and new support is being brought into your life where you will intuitively take a chance on them. And that's not always easy to do when you've gone through so much with people specifically. You're not like, oh yeah, let me get a new bestie and a new coworker. Like, you might just want to be left alone. But God is going to bring you certain people that are destiny helpers, certain people that you are going to take a chance on, that are going to help you with your fertility, humility, soul restoration, stronger or developing stronger relationships, maturing in love or emotional IQ, and also helping your heart chakra activate. Okay, because you might be feeling very closed off. So God at this time is wanting to remind you that you are rare. Okay, you are rare. You are iconic inside and out. These people, I'm sure they have better things to do. Sorry, guys. I'm sure they have better things to do, but instead they're watching your every move, your content, talking about you, and just doing this big deep dive on everything that you're about because you're shutting this energy out. You guys are shutting out people that are possessive, codependent, clingy, restless, oblivious, people that want to control you, people that just push through without any consent, people that like it when you're trapped, or they are very jealous or envious, and you are being defiant at this time. You are being defiant at this time. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you guys are a content creator and you're having issues with friends. Now, it could be very easy for you to not say nothing. But as you create content, you transmute energy, no matter what type of content it is. So I think that it's imperative that you guys get things off your chest or transmute those things into whatever it is that you want to transmute them into. Do you know what I mean? Like, Chandler went on his platform today, had an issue with a friend, could have easily not filmed anything. Okay? Had a friend that put him on the back burner. And he's like, I'm done with people like that. Now, they could totally be watching. Oh my gosh. What did he say? And freaking out. But what are they really going to do about it? Because we're not empowering them right now. So it would have been so easy for him to say nothing. You guys don't have to do that anymore. You are and embody the cold hard truth. You can set boundaries however you see fit. And if you want to shout them from the mother effing rooftop, you can do that. I support you. Okay? Know with every fiber of your being that you are protected, divinely protected. And every time you transmute that pain, that sadness into a different moment, it's always going to help somebody. Okay? Somebody's always going to... I literally cannot right now. Okay, the devil is a liar and so are his friends. Okay, there's interruptions everywhere and it didn't even start until I started the live stream. So it just tells me how important this message is for you guys. You guys are needing to remember to practice self-love. You are needing to remember that you are a dragon. You are allowed to breathe fire and life on every connection and every endeavor. I might move the microphone closer to me because it's super annoying. Hold on, guys. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's do a sound check really quick and let me know if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me okay? Thank you, Jojo. Anything not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. And thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, Tyla. Thank you, Tigra. Thank you, Princess. Thank you, guys. It really helps me because I want to make sure that it doesn't go to crap because of the sound. That makes it very hard to tune in. You guys caught feelings for certain people. You fell in love. You wanted to be best friends with. You wanted to work with or collaborate with certain people. And they really let you down. You've had to figure out things on your own and you had to really read the signs. So now you are preparing to chart a whole new course. Affirm it below. Now I am preparing to chart a whole new course. And you are making sure that no one knows or understands the destination. Okay? You guys are making sure that no one knows or understands where you're actually going. You guys have a lot of people hating on your craft right now. Like that, simply that I'm dealing with this interruption. Why would anybody be sawing anything at night? In the dark? I'll wait. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so remember that you are divinely protected, and you're just going to stand stronger and taller and louder. So affirm it below. I am standing taller, stronger, and louder. Because I literally can't. So annoying. You guys are getting this new beginning, but nobody really wants you to see. So I take everything as an omen. I take everything as a metaphor of some kind. Somebody sees that you are charting something unknown that's never really been seen before. It's like an entrepreneur looking at you like, well, I've never heard of anybody doing that, but you look successful at it. You look like you know what you're doing. You look like you're doing it well. And so that is why you guys are iconic and rare, because people are like, oh my gosh, well, what is that about? It's very unique. Whatever you guys do is very unique. And people don't understand that you've been doing it for years, doing it well, and doing it for years. So somebody could come up on my platform and say, oh, they look spoiled and blah, 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 just because I don't take no shit off of anybody. Okay, old me is dead and gone, where I used to be that nice. And they could easily think a whole bunch of preconceived notions. They have no idea what I've been through. They have no idea how long I've been creating content. But they think that they can just do what I do or copy or emulate it. There's a lot of creators right now dealing with that. People thinking that they can do it better. And there's no shortcut. If this is what you're destined to do, there is no shortcut, and you will be rerouted many times, interrupted many times. There are some people that could do a live stream and absolutely have a freaking meltdown if all of these things were going on. Do you understand what I'm saying? They could like cut the live or just be like, forget it. You guys are used to rejection. You know that it's God's redirection. You guys are used to being told no. And that's what these other people don't understand. They're used to being told yes. They want a silver spoon. You've never had one. You feel me? You guys are definitely dealing with throat chakra issues because whoever just did you dirty, whoever's been doing things to you behind the scenes, they really don't want you to speak on this. They really do not want you to speak on this because they know you're right and they know it's about to be electric. Their spell work is to make you. Their evil eye is to make you. Their witchcraft is to make you. Their gossip is to make you restart the lesson over and over and over again from the feet up. And that's to get you to give up entirely. But they have no idea the stamina and the repetition that you've encountered on this journey. So like for me, I've done hundreds of live streams in 4 years. Hundreds. I have over 1,000. I have over like 1,500 videos. Maybe even like 2,000 videos between all of my platforms. So this is not my first rodeo. This is not your first rodeo. Let them ponder and think that they can do it better than you. Let them. They are not even going to be prepared for how many times it's gone wrong or how many times it will go wrong. So when people are treating you that way, you just got to laugh it off. It's annoying to be cyberbullied. It's annoying to be stalked. It's annoying to be monitored. But you guys are really going to be going within. You guys see the hidden agenda. You're figuring out what's going on. You know that you're not this damaged person anymore. You know that you're not worthless. And you see who is not supportive. You see who is disrespectful or undermining you. And you're seeing who wants to drain your energy. So you know what? You're going to be taking the trash out. You're not going to be doing favors anymore for people that they don't listen anyways. You ever have a friend that's like, oh my gosh, how do you do all of that? Tell me everything. And then while you're explaining it, they're not even listening. They're not taking notes. And they continuously ask you over and over and over again. They're going to continue making the same mistakes. And now, it's not that you care because you know that everybody has free will, but you are kind of like, this is a waste of my time. This is a waste of my time. I'm tired of advising you. I'm tired of counseling you. I'm tired of coaching you when you're just going to do the same thing, whether I tell you whatever or not. And you're also going to be seeing opportunists right now very loud and clear. Very loud and clear. So like normally for me, I'm not just going to share a content creator right out of the gate, but I am practicing listening to my intuition. I am a newer subscriber to Chandler's content, but I still felt strongly in my soul to share it. And I normally do not do that on my main page, on my channels. What's it called? On my channel's community tab. I would normally do that for a smaller audience on members only. Because what I used to deal with was when I first started out on YouTube, my very first year, anytime I would share a creator, they would deal with heavy attacks, heavy spell work, heavy witchcraft, and it just made me feel terrible. Being a content creator, especially in the spiritual community, it's hard enough. And so that's why I said, only go here with respect and love. And anything else will be rebuked. Not only on my behalf, but God's. So don't start none and won't be none. But that again is why I'm very careful, or I wait a long period of time before I do things like that. And I just try to be really mindful. Not everybody is in the same headspace. Not everyone thinks about spiritual attacks or cyberbullies or this, that, and the third. And right now, you guys are disinterested. You are disconnected from op energy in a way that you haven't really been before. Even though you liked some of these people, rode for some of these people, you are declaring your independence. You are declaring your independence. You are declaring your sovereignty. So you have rejected, broken up, divorced, walked away from, left behind. You have written all your Dear Johns. Okay, you could have done it with this full moon energy. You could have literally written down or prayed, I want to officially cut off all these people that have done me harm. Really think about that. Because you guys are purging like never before. Like I don't want them trying to connect to me, especially if you guys have been dreaming about them, having visions about them, getting channeled messages about them. So you guys are definitely trying to release people from your past, and then people that you just let go of, but especially people from your past. So this could have been like exes, baby father. Well, maybe not a baby father, because you might need to see them still. But it could have been like family, siblings, friends, just people that really stick out in your mind blatantly are people that you are Dear Johning right now. Writing your letter of rejection. I rebuke. I cancel. I denounce. The end. Okay? So as you guys are doing that, you're stepping towards being more defiant, knowing that you're royal, knowing that you are rare, knowing that you are pure of heart, and knowing that you can rule yourself. You will treat your vessel, your body better. Some of you guys have been admitting to yourself, like, I haven't been treating my body the best. I'm going to focus on that. I've been getting that as a very heavy message for you guys for the last 2 weeks. And you are seeing so many people act out of control or vicious, or they're taking opportunities to take jabs at you. And I want you to understand that this is what they see. This is what they see. They see you sipping on the fountain of youth. They see love overflowing, talent overflowing, abundance overflowing, opportunities, rapid growth overflowing in your life. This is why they're constantly trying to copy, emulate, or ride your coattails. This is why they're constantly trying to get you to go through some bottom level trauma all over again. Because only things like that could really be that hard on your soul. Whether it's grieving the loss of a loved one, losing hair, going through a major surgery, having to go through skin issues, just things like that where you're like feeling so far removed, and then you have to go, it feels like you're in a time machine going years and years back. So I want you to understand, this is the first thing that they see. You don't look your age. You guys are very youthful, very energized, steady sipping on the fountain of youth. The second thing that they see is how people connect with you. They see that people are drawn to you. They see the way that people look at you. Okay? You guys have a way of reading people. You have a way of making people feel seen. You have a way of coaching, teaching, encouraging, training. You have a way of bonding with people. And that makes you extremely rare inside and out. You are very intuitive when you are connecting with others or watching others. Like, you can watch someone and already start channeling messages. Like, I think they've gone through this, but I'm not judging. I think they've gone through that. They seem like they're not happy or they are happy. You just know. Again, you guys read people to filth with no book. None. The third way that they see you guys, okay? Not only do they see you in this black cat energy, they see you as seductive, the siren, very understanding, popular, and you might be thinking, I'm not popular, but you are. But you are, because you are the talk of the town. You are the talk of your school, your city, where you work, your work arena, or even the internet. The third way they see you is this. They see you being light of heart. They see that you always land on your feet. But because you look like these things, they do not see this. Because you don't wear that. You don't look like the things that you've been through. Okay, you don't they're like, oh my gosh, they're skipping, humming, singing, frolicking, being giddy, being goofy. It's not fair. Why are they like that? Because you've been to hell and back. Riddle me what? Because this is where you've been. This is where you've been. And so you really appreciate when life is like this. And they'll never understand. They will never understand the amount of spell work and hate and meanness that you deal with from other people on a day-to-day basis. Because you're constantly practicing, constantly planting new seeds, constantly working on yourself. They don't see this. You're very private. You keep everything close because you have been hurt, burned, and lied to. So you don't feel encouraged to share with people that often, especially things that you guys have been through that have been very painful, because people will usually turn it around and weaponize it against you. If they know that you've been through these things, they will slowly work their way towards doing those things, and you know that. So if they know that you normally don't do something because of something that happened a really long time ago, they're going to try to build you up to that something. riddle me what? You are aware. So they see you like this, but guess what? Not only do you feel like this and want to embody that, but this is what you want to show them. This is what you want to show them, because you do not want them to know how much of this you are. Because again, if you look naive and like, they might think, oh, they're such an airhead, like they don't know. But then they start figuring it out. They start figuring out like, oh my gosh, like they really have been through something. You cannot have the scrolls of wisdom. You can't have them. You can't be anywhere near them unless you've been lifing, okay? And lifing hard. You cannot hold the scrolls of wisdom if you've not gone the scenic route, if you have not gone through the school of hard knocks, if you've not visited Petty University. You cannot. So again, you guys don't look like the things that you've been through, but you have the scars and the wisdom to prove it. So people see you as this enigma, Pandora's box, something forbidden that they just want to figure out and dissect. And this is why you're being very, very protective of yourself, especially after the year you just had. Okay, whatever year you just had, it caused a lot of strained situations, and you've had to really be honest with yourself that these people were acting very unaffected. Like, oh, that's not my problem. Nothing's ever their problem. So you could tell them something exciting. You could tell them something, sad, and they don't care unless it's happening to them. You guys were dealing with a lot of people that were very self-absorbed. So you again care about quality over quantity. Because you've been there, you've done that, you've been stuck in this cage before, you're swimming away from those situations, you're flying away from those situations, you're seeing the clear solution that these people are looking in the mirror, paying practitioners, sleeping in graveyards, doing all types of weird janky shit because they are narcissists. Jealous, envious. They want you to repeat something traumatic. And I mean traumatic. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Because everyone here listening has a sore spot of something they wish to not never repeat. That was extremely painful. It could be anything to conception, to health scares, to hair loss, just anything that is very painful. They want to find that cheat code. They want to find that source of pain, and they want to figure out a way to make you slowly relive it. And every time they can get you to start that same lesson over again, they know you're going to get tired. They know it's going to affect your self-esteem. Do not doubt your self-worth. Do not doubt the reason why they're doing this. It's not because you're regular. If you were some basic Sally Joe, you'd probably be fine. But that ain't the case. That is not who this message is for. You guys are realizing I have to listen to my own agenda better. I have to listen to my own intuition better when I'm being told, don't go there. Don't let them work on. Let's say it was a hairdresser and something's telling you not to go back to them. Don't go back to them. Let's say it's a doctor. Something's telling you, don't go back to that doctor. Your intuition, again, will always be a quiet voice. Not, let's freak out. Like, oh my gosh, don't go to them. It's going to be a very gentle nudge. Like, hey, something's up with them. Or you might not even know what's up with them. You just might have this gentle nudge of, let's not go back there. Let's not go back to that doctor. Let's not go back to that hairstylist. Let's not go back to that friend group. Let's not go back to that job. Because I know, and I'm not going to cry, But I know some of us repeated some very hard, traumatic lessons that we have not had to repeat in a very long time because we are so protective. And that's why you could be being very hard on yourself. Like, how did I go through this again? If I had been protecting, praying, it's because we didn't listen to our intuition, or we were not obedient, or we wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, or we straight sabotaged ourselves, but we're not doing that anymore. I want you to realize that the reason why they're trying to get you to repeat these lessons is because you are rare and iconic inside and out. These people want to put you under a microscope. I mean, even if they studied you for a week, they still couldn't figure it out. But here we are. They want to figure out how to be you better than you. They want to figure out how to be you better than you. So they really want to break down your spirit. Okay? Some of them have just been possessed. Okay? Let's talk about that. Some of them are an easy vessel. Some of them aren't. Maybe they were a good friend to you at first and they're easily taken over. They're easily impressed upon. They're easily influenced. They don't have core beliefs. They don't have a belief system. So whether they're drinking and letting spirits enter them that way, or they're, confirmation. A lot of these people that are acting this way, double energy, is seeing they're an easy target. And so these people are coming towards you that are doing the devil's bidding. And you're like, well, where did my friend go that I was encouraging, that I was helping? Well, they've been taken over. The NPCs have been taken over. And now you feel like that's not my friend. My friend would never say, go fly a kite. My friend would never say, I don't really care what you're going through. I was watching this show last night, and it's one of my guilty pleasures. I won't get into it too much, but one of my favorite shows, which is about like being locked up because I've been in and out of jail all during my addiction. And now that I'm like further into my sobriety, like some of those shows still interest me. Not that they interested me before, but whatever. That's a whole nother story. But I was watching this show, and this guy that had been locked up falls in love with this girl. And I'm just going to tell you guys the show. It's Love After Lockup. Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup. One of my favorite shows. And this guy falls in love with this girl, and he had gone in for an extreme DUI, was in jail for 5 years. Then this girl is in an extreme accident where her friend had been drinking and driving, and some of you guys might know the show and know what I'm talking about. She gets into this really bad accident, and they find love. Okay, they find love over the phone. And those of you guys that like watch 90 Day Fiancé and all those types of shows, like you would love this show, probably. Okay. My husband thinks it's garbage. He's like, why do you watch this show? I'm like, I don't, like he understands, but he's just like, you really like this show, even watching it this long. You watched the last season. That sounds like the last season. That couple was crazy. I was like, I don't think that's going to work out. I don't think that's going to work out, but I just love it. Anyways, so this guy, he's like, hey, these are what my triggers are. If you're going to drink in front of me, if you're going to party in front of me, drinking is where I start, and then everything else will follow. Drinking will be opening Pandora's box, like, please don't drink in front of me. And she was like, I don't need to do that because I don't have a drinking problem. So Organic Slate, if you watched the last season, then you know what girl I'm talking about. She's the girl, she's like really tiny, she has dark hair, and then she like moves from Florida all the way to Arizona. I was like, girl, You haven't even met him yet, but okay. And she just basically flat out tells him, like, you know, how if you're on the phone with somebody for years or a year at least, and you're just doing phone calls, you're just doing like FaceTime visits, and you're like, yeah, we're going to be this perfect couple, blah, 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 blah. But then when you're face to face, you're like, I don't care. You're like, who is this person? So you guys could be dealing with people like that. You guys could literally be dealing with people where they're really cool over the phone, and then in person, they're like a complete nightmare. And so I was watching the episode last night because it comes on Fridays. Okay, for those of you guys that want to watch it. And it's WeTV Network. Okay, it's on WeTV Network. It's like the only show I watch on that channel. And basically, I just felt so bad for him because you could see in slow motion that he was getting ready to propose to her. He, wanted to start his life with her, but she's a spoiled little T word. Okay, spoiled. And that's the type of people that you guys have been dealing with. Spoiled T words, the TW word, okay? One of my favorite words, but I won't say that here. And you guys have been dealing with these types of narcissists that they say one thing and then they do another. So she said, you need to work on that because you have a drinking problem. I don't have a drinking problem. And he's like, no, I need you to like not do that. So his parents are visiting because he just got out of prison 5 years later, okay? And he's like, I'm going to go shopping with my family. They're going to take me to go get some clothes. He goes with his parents. He's like, I want to spend some alone time with my mom. And he has a cousin that he's like, okay, you guys hang out while we're shopping. And the cousin's like, okay, what do you want to go do? Do you want to go out to eat? And so they end up at a bar. They end up at a bar drinking while the guy that just got out is shopping with his mom and dad. And he's like at Plato's closet, trying to figure out, like, I don't even know what to wear. I've been wearing orange for 5 years. And he's like, I want to marry her. And da-da-da-da. And the mom helps him, even though she's reluctant to help him, helps him pick out this cheap little promise ring. And she's like, I think that you should wait because I think that drinking is going to be a problem. She's like, I already lost one of you guys. I don't want to lose another one. So he had already lost a sibling to addiction. And so the mom is like, her antennas are up, woman's intuition. But she's watching this girl. I think her name's Bianca. Yeah, she's like, I'm watching Bianca because she's being sketch. So they go to meet up with them after they take him shopping, and they're at the bar, and she's wasted. She was only there like an hour, and she had like, I don't even know how many drinks. She is just straight blank, rude, and I just know he's going to break up with her. So it's like that slow motion train wreck of you realizing that you see somebody for who they are. And you're not going to go backwards. You're not going to unsee it. You're just like, no, I see you. Let's slow it down so I can really watch you because you got me all the way effed up. Like, let's be so for real, okay? So he's watching her, and she's trying to open the front door. And she's like, oh, can you just do it? And he's like, okay. So he goes to open the door, and she sits on the couch, and he's looking at her. And she's like, why can't you just kiss me? And blah. And he's like, I don't want to kiss you right now because like you're drinking alcohol. You're wasted. And she's like, oh my gosh, I just don't understand. Like, you can't be serious right now. And I would be the same way. Like, I'm in my sobriety. I'm strong in my sobriety, but I'm not trying to kiss somebody that's drinking alcohol. I'm just not. You know what I mean? Like, get F out of here with that. So I just felt for him so bad. He's just looking at her like, what is wrong with you? And she just didn't give a frick. He's like, I think you should go lay down. I'm going to sleep out here. And she's like, oh my gosh, you can't be serious. Like, whatever. And I'm thinking, he's so disappointed, so sad, heartbroken. And I just know he's going to choose himself. If you guys watched yesterday's live stream, it was about choosing yourself. You guys got people scared and terrified because they're like, oh my gosh, all my plotting and thieving, it hasn't been working or it's not working anymore. And now the gears are clicking that you're choosing yourself. And so I watched him, and this was after my live stream. I was like, like eating my dinner, like gonna watch my show. And I was just like, he's gonna choose himself. And she's gonna act like she's blindsided. Okay. And she basically told him, like, I moved out here for you. And he had made her breakfast earlier that day. And she was like, I moved out here for you. I've been paying for all of these things. Like, you made me breakfast and that's cool, but you need to get me a cup of coffee. And he's like, don't ever throw that in my face. Don't ever speak to me like that. And she was like, oh my gosh. Like, and then while she was drinking, she's talking crap about him to his cousin the whole time. When you love somebody, okay, you guys will find this out. Some of you guys already know. When you really love somebody, I don't give up how mad you are at that person. You ride for them and you don't talk about them. Unless it's with that like one bestie, then you might talk to them about your actual relationship, but you don't do that with their family members. And she was just like, he's a mama's boy, he's this, he's that. And I'm like, I literally can't. I literally can't. This girl almost died. I mean, almost died because her friend was drinking and driving and ran into a brick wall. Into a brick wall. And she acts like, I don't have a drinking problem. And I just don't think it works. I don't think it works when you want to live a certain way and somebody else wants to live another way. And I feel like that correlates with what we're going on in the collective. I feel like it's you wanting to have this sober life. Just as an example, a metaphor. You wanting to have this healing journey, you're choosing yourself, you're surrounding yourself with love, and you are being very honest about what you don't F with. And everybody around is like, well, you can't possibly mean that. Like we'll see. And then testing the boundary, and they're literally about to get souped up. Okay? Because Daniel and Bianca, that's their names. Oh, I remembered. Okay. So Daniel's looking at her like, I'm going to choose me. You got me all the way effed up. And that is not easy to do out of prison. That is not easy to do. It's very easy to make the same mistakes over and over and over again. And that's how you can see that someone has really changed. That is how you guys can see that you have really changed. If you think that some of these people that you've connected with are decent, and now you see that they're subhuman, okay? Imagine what's next. Imagine what's coming in next. It's always an upgrade. It's always an upgrade. And I feel like people forget that sometimes. When you cut people off because they are not the right one, they do not respect your boundaries, they are not respectful at all, you're always about to get an upgrade, whether it's the love of your life or a new friend. Always, because you are raising the bar higher and higher and higher. And you can see where people don't have any empathy. Some of these friends that you had, when you looked at them, they had no empathy. They had no feelings towards you. Like, you guys could have had certain agreements, certain boundaries set in place. When you brought these things back up, they looked at you like you were freaking crazy. They're like, why would I do that like that? They think it's easy to not be accessible while making sure you are always accessible. And that's not okay. Okay? Putting you on the back burner, rejecting you, flaking out on you anytime they see fit. That is not fair. And you guys are like, I'm washing my hands of this. It's trash day. And these people, they just feel entitled and they're chronic complainers. You guys do not need people around that chronically complain. I tell you guys all the time that chronic complainers always what? They always need an audience. So when you see people that aren't trying to, we can't always control the first thought, but we can definitely control the second. And they don't even want to control the second, the third, or the fourth, or the fifth. They're a chronic complainer. And they want to stay in that vibration. And they want an audience while they do it. You will not be that audience. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, you will not be that audience. You see these snakes for who they are. And some of them that you've just walked away from, they are in disbelief. They are in utter shock that you just called them out. Walking away from them is calling these people out. Being a content creator, going through something and then exposing it on social media, that's you transmuting and turning that into sunshine because it's going to help somebody. Okay. You guys have been working your behind off, burning the midnight oil, and these people are tired and they do less. Okay, they're tired, they do less. They have this spoiled mentality. And then on top of that, they want to harass you online. Some of you guys are dealing with this. Them harassing you online or stalking you online. It's a lot of negative energy. A lot of negative energy. Okay? These people live in a fantasy world. That is something you're also starting to see. Like, you're looking at them, some of the people that you recently walked away from, and you're like, what planet do you live on that I would deal with that, put up with that, or continue this relationship? And some of them could be saying like, oh, they're plastic, they're fake, they think they're so hot, blah, 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 blah. They're intimidated by this new version of you, okay? This is why you guys are putting distance between the two of you. They can play dumb all they want. The gears are grinding. They are recognizing, oh, I can't run the same old game. They're not falling for that. They're not putting up with that. They are dreaming. And because they are dreaming, you guys could be getting very intuitive downloads because you are blocking, purging, and releasing and resetting in your life. You guys are good in business right now, more than you really understand. Because what you're building right now, you might not be financially where you want to be, but how you're maneuvering, practicing, the stamina, the endurance, it's building and it's giving longevity. These people, they don't like to be told no. So if they don't like to be told no and it's all gimme, 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 I expect, I'm entitled, whatever, how are they going to have any longevity? They won't have any longevity because they use people. They won't have any longevity because they can't be told no. They're straight delusional. Okay? So things are coming to light. And you guys are seeing certain people for who they are. And that is so you guys can move on to the next level. These people are embarrassed. You guys have, if you guys have recently removed some people because you are honest with yourself and you're getting ready for this boss up, you know who you are, you're expressing your truth, they're just going to have to marinate, stew, or get over it. They're going to have to build a bridge and get over it because you don't need the noise. You don't need the craziness. You don't need the drama while you build your empire. That's what they're doing. Look at this. Princess energy, brat energy, vindictive, argumentative, evil, motives, plotting. You are the plot. You are the twist in the tail. And you feel intuitively like your life is under review. And you know, like, okay, well, if my life is under review, I don't want this effery next to me. I don't want to make it seem like I'm welcoming this in. So you guys are seeing people in a whole new light because you know you're going through an initiation. You're like, okay, I'm seeing myself in a whole new light. I'm seeing others in a whole new light. There's all types of epiphanies and aha moments. You're like, it's like when you think you're in love and then you just see something. So you're like, why was I in love with them? It's just you guys are waking up to the fact that this has been one-sided and this person hasn't been pulling their weight. You are releasing one-sided love. You are releasing one-sided friends. And as I say that, I'm hearing a Harley in the background, so confirmation. You guys are seeing where when you call, they don't pick up. And when they call, they expect you to pick up every time and they expect you to hurry. This whole rushing around to do what they need, that's annoying. And that's the same thing that was going on with Daniel and Bianca. Daniel was like, I made you breakfast, da da da. And so she sits down and she's like, okay, this is nice, but I need you to get me a cup of coffee. And he's like, you can make it yourself. And she's like, after all that I've done for you. And he's like, don't do that. You cannot be manipulative with the S word, and you cannot be manipulative with things that people have done for you, because that is loving somebody with a condition. So what is being revealed to you is all your deal breakers. What is being revealed to you is all your turnoffs. You're like, turn off, deal breaker, I'm gone. Okay, because then it just makes everything else just come together. So these people have been speaking to you in a very cruel way, thinking about you in a very cruel way, very bullish behavior, okay? They think they're bold and bad, but it's a fraudulent sense of confidence. So you guys understand that you have what it takes to be here. You deserve to be here. And there's always going to be people trying to sabotage you. There's always going to be people trying to take your spotlight, take your microphone, take your boyfriend, take your little dog too. There's always going to be people wanting to compete with you. But that's how you know you're popping, bestie. You are going to learn how to not self-sabotage. You're going to release negative programming, self-limiting beliefs. And you are going to assess, I've been fair. I've been kind. I've even walked on eggshells for some of these people. And I'm really getting a strong message for you guys to not do that in regards to the content that you create. I'm really getting a strong message for you guys to not do that with your social media platforms. For you guys to not do that in relationships, because how are you going to attract the people that you're supposed to if you're not being yourself? Your authenticity is what makes you rare and iconic. Your authenticity is what's going to be calling in your tribe. And the way that you maneuver is highly sought after. You don't have to give them a map. You don't have to give them your notes. You don't have to tell them the who, the what, the where, and the when, especially if something intuitively is telling you not to. Okay? You guys are getting rid of anyone that causes this in your life. Any type of strain, any type of chaos. You guys are the catalyst for change. You are the walking wish fulfilled. You are walking karma, the walking tower, walking justice. And you guys set things in motion for other people. And maybe you don't realize that, or you're starting to realize that. And you are just seeing where the black widows are, where the betrayal, who has a hidden agenda, and nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you because you guys have been practicing this for forever. Thank you, Peter, for your donation. Been very helpful for a while now. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's get some from my other decks and see what's going on for you guys. I want to get some confirmations on the keywords that I pulled for you guys. So you guys have definitely been dealing with some people that are delulu. Don't doubt your magic. Let's see, what are the keywords that I channeled for you guys? Okay. Tell me about the spell work and repeat lessons. I want to find out about these repeat lessons. Sometimes we sabotage ourselves. Sometimes it's Saturn energy. And sometimes it's actually the ops and these monitoring spirits. I'm getting that one of the people doing this is definitely an ex. Or somebody that felt rejected by you. Okay, somebody that felt rejected by you, that wanted to date you. Somebody that's doing this to you, bestie, they have, they fake things for sympathy. Like Munchausen. Okay, I don't even like saying that word, but They fake things for sympathy. They're always the first one to be sick. This is what I'm going through. This is what I'm going, like, before you can even say, like, I have a cough or I've been having bad allergies. No, 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 nah. They're already sick. They're already sick. And that ain't for no reason. Shea, I want to be like you. I appreciate you guys. Ex and mom, both Black Widows. Talks over people. The people trying to have you repeat these lessons, they talk over people. They have to be the center focus. They don't care if they did it in a negative way or not. They don't care if they did it in a negative way or not. Like, they want to pull all the eyes in the room because they need that constant validation. They want that constant reassurance. I'm definitely getting, these are people that you know. Okay, these are people that you know. Or people that are in your work arena if you guys are on social media. Okay, so I'm getting that they talk over people or they're not good listeners. Who else are they going to be cutting off? And tell me about these cyber bullies. Big-headed. I've been getting this all week. All week. They think they know everything. You can't tell them nothing. The cyber bullies that you guys are dealing with, the people that are trying to get you to go through these repeat traumas, they do not understand healthy boundaries. And they think they know everything. So you could be like, oh my gosh, did you know that when the clouds look like this, it means this? And they're like, no. No, like, they just, I can't. You guys are the High Priestess. You guys have a lot of intuition. I'm definitely getting that a lot of these people are really two-faced. They really show you one thing and then do another all the time. And you might even have a feeling like, I wonder if they talk about me behind my back. The answer is most likely yes. I'm getting the answer. They think that you guys are like out of this world. They think that these people that you're dealing with, they definitely think that you're iconic. They just cannot understand. If they don't have the mental capacity to understand how you got any of this. So they watch you a lot. They're like, how'd they get that? I don't get it. Did they get a loan? Did they do this? This person might have gotten some type of illegal plastic surgery or have flown to a different country to get some type of coupon code for plastic surgery, or they do some type of plastic surgery. This is really specific, but this, you guys will know if that is for you. Yeah, over time. They copy me and I switch it. Yeah. Superlicious. Okay. Patronizingly haughty personality. They just try to outdo you all the time. And every time these people try to outdo you, you switch up your game. If they're playing it crazy, you're playing it meek. If they're playing it meek, you're playing it crazy. Like, you just do the opposite. Okay? You guys just do the opposite. Okay. This person slept or sleeps with their friends' lovers. Dirty little chucharini. Okay, this person is very vain. These people that you're dealing with, they have an excessively high opinion of themselves and their appearance, their abilities, and their worth. They think that they're the bee's knees. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm so hot all the time. And how they act reflects that. They're like, if they don't think they're looking hot that day, they are the chronic complainer. But they definitely sleep with their friend's person. And I don't get that they're like ashamed of that. Yeah, definitely narcs. We have tax evasion. Okay, these people that you're dealing with, they're going to get in trouble for this. So some of these people have been trying to live beyond their means. Some of them have been trying to emulate what you're doing, but they're taking shortcuts. If you guys are in the States, they're taking shortcuts. They're not claiming everything. They're not saying everything. So somebody could be getting audited. Like, I be trying to tell people, don't F around with them. That's the one thing you will go to jail for. That is the one thing you will go to jail for. But I'm telling you guys, these people, they're like that. They didn't do all that. They look like happy and light of heart and childlike. They didn't. They think that you don't do this behind the scenes. They have no clue. None. They just be making the rules as they go. They do a lot of doom scrolling, or they try to fearmonger people. Yeah, they the mafia though, for real. Like, they don't F around. Like, I try to tell people, don't F around with them. Okay? Like, you guys seen all the celebrities that go to jail for that? Like, come on. Come on. Okay? Lending a helping hand. You guys are getting rid of people that are really clingy. And you're being very mindful of who you give a helping hand to. I'm getting the TLC song Creep. These people, they can't even be loyal, like, to anybody. Okay, they have a wandering eye. They're always hopping out of one busted ass car into the next. They never take time to heal or, assess things properly. And yeah, they're a ticking time bomb. They are a ticking time bomb. This is why you started walking away from some of these people. Bestie, it's because you make an entrance. Even on your worst day. When you walk through a room, people are like, are they famous? Are they a model? It's lights, camera, action. So affirm it below. I am the galactic truth serum. I am the word on the street. I always make an entrance. And I choose me. I choose me at all costs. And if you guys have been with me a minute, this is not a positive. This is not positive. It's very hard to find one. Yes, the galactic truth serum. You're listening to Creep by TLC. Sabotage your work, draining your productive energy and resources in becoming successful. If this is you, okay, I want you to drop your scissors and your plugs, okay, because they were trying to cut your cord. They were trying to cut your source. If this is your message and you've been a subscriber of 2 weeks or longer and you are able to participate, drop your globes down below because it's a whole new world. A whole new world. Just like Aladdin. But these people wanted to cut your source. They wanted to drain your productive energy. So again, big confirmation. They wanted to keep you guys starting over and over. They wanted to take you back to a really traumatic place. And what was that going to do? If your self-esteem is in the toilet, maron, then guess what? You're not like, oh, let me be productive. Okay, we're not that productive when we're not feeling ourselves. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you guys claim this message, drop your globes down below because this is a whole new world. Whole new world. They thought they could drain all your productive energy. But they don't understand. You've been practicing this. You've been training for this. Affirm it below. I have been training for this. We know we're on the spiritual training ground, and we know that even though these hard lessons, witchcraft, spell work, Saturn, whatever, we know that we're going to have the longevity to really push through a lot of things that are hard. Look at all the globe. Whoa. Look at all the globes. Okay. Anything else from this pile? Whoa. Reprimand at the office. When you catch them doing something, they get crazy and they belittle you. When you catch them doing something, something catches your eye, they lose their mind and belittle you. That's not what happened. I know what I'm doing. What are you talking about? I know how to do this. Okay. Okay. They're very boastful, excessive pride, and self-satisfaction. Do you see this energy versus this? Okay. Riddle me what? This is you. Riddle me what? Them trying to get all this cash right here. It's going to get them in a whole bunch of trouble. Them trying to secure bags like that is aging them. It is aging them. Okay. So what you guys need to hear right now is healing from these family wounds are going to end certain hardships. Every time, told you guys keep up the good work. This is what you guys were healing from. There was a certain thing that happened. You're like, I have to work on that. So that when it even pops up just a little bit, I know how to handle it. Keep handling your business, bestie. Keep handling your business. God wants to tell you guys that you are doing a good job. You guys have a new friend coming in. Or you're going to find a friend in a very unexpected place. Because I'm getting a lot about you guys having more romance and more connections. Better connections. We got, hi, bitch. I love that. Because these people think that you don't see them. They're like, they don't see me. No, we see you. We see you. Literally. The lovers. I told you guys. I told you guys. You guys have love coming in. If you're already with somebody, if you're already booed up, your love is reaching new heights. Your love is reaching new heights because you are healing a family wound. So not only is it going to help you in the love department, help you with vulnerability, help you with hope, help you with intimacy, it's also going to help you with your cutoff game and these ops. Okay, anything else? Getting serious about the changes you want to make. Told you guys, I'm getting a lot of this is about body positivity. There were certain things that when your self-esteem was low, you maybe were doing certain things you weren't proud of or that you don't like doing. And you're recognizing those things like, hey, I need to take better care of myself. I need to get more rest. I need to be better about that. So you guys can affirm that below. I'm getting serious about the changes that I want to make. You're like, I want to be proud of my vessel. I want to be proud of my body. I want to be proud. Like, you're not trying to have the perfect body, but you want to feel good. You want to feel good. And these people, like, they're on top of it. Okay? They are on top of it because they've always been jealous of it. They've always been envious. You guys have a lot of people envious of the way that you dress, the confidence that you exude. And maybe you feel like, oh, that's not a cute outfit, or I don't like my wardrobe, but like these people don't see you that way. You will be able to create the family that you want. Whether it's your soul tribe, your chosen family, or actually having a family, you guys will be able to create the family that you want. I'm seeing you guys are going to be taking new risks, taking new flight. False prophet. This is why I'm very careful too about what content creators I share. Okay? There's a lot of people out here for the clout, out here for the money, out here for the wrong reasons. Remember, the devil has messengers too. Some of it is for entertainment, but you guys, for those of you that are spiritual teachers, for those of you that help people intuitively, you guys are starting to see I need to be very responsible with my psychic abilities. I need to be very responsible with how I coach, how I lead, how I work with others. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. Okay, anything else? Okay, we have heightened awareness, more receptive to information. As you're more receptive to information, make sure that you are de-influencing. You will intuitively know who to de-influence with, okay? You have powerful abilities and you are starting to rev it up, amp it up, having more belief in yourself, more confidence in yourself, knowing that you have the answers, knowing that you can find the answers. And I'm getting that not only are you guys going to be, I'm channeling that not only are you guys going to have more love, you're going to have more playtime. Okay? And I'm getting that because of what I'm dealing with at home. Like, everyone wants to play right now. And I'm like, hold on, guys, I'm working. Hold on, guys, I'm working. But, like, everybody wants to play. So that could be what you're going to be getting to here very soon. People wanting to meet up with you, wanting to love on you, wanting to listen to you, just enjoying you, not having ulterior motives, just wanting to be high vibrational with you, enjoying life. Okay, actually, let me get this deck. I want to see with what house you guys are going to get some Jupiter blessings in. You guys, your first house. Your first house. You guys are going to get blessings. Jupiter blessings. No wonder. No wonder. No wonder you guys need to be really careful with certain people because you're about to be shining and gleaming and just no wonder. People can sniff it out. They're like, I don't know. They just, like, you just keep getting better and better and better. Just keeps on getting better. Okay, affirm it below. It just keeps on getting better. Voice. You guys know what I just thought of, what I just channeled? Man on Fire. Denzel Washington. The Voice. Okay? You guys are intimidating. And it's almost like there are going to be a lot of other people willing to do the heavy lifting for you to where you can't really be got like that or found like that because you guys do deal with a lot of ops and a lot of trolls. Damn. Anything you do with your voice will be lucrative. Anything. Anything. So I keep getting that. You guys could be getting over a sore throat or maybe you feel like you've been having allergy issues. I feel like it's because you're clearing out your past. You are resetting, mending, repairing things from your past. Wow. Someone here could be a singer, radio host, podcast, content creator. You guys will motivate people with your voice. Wow. And the reason why these people want to stop you is because of this. All of you guys will do this in different ways. Whether you're a tarot reader, a star messenger, a healer, a light worker, a star seed, you guys will all help people reclaim their power, their self-esteem, who they are, with whatever your abilities are pertaining to your voice and how you speak up. So when I was telling you guys, you transmute loss. You are learning how to make loss assume the position. Okay? And these people, they see how these major phases in your life like took you out. And so they want to figure out how to reenact this. Because you were rocking at a low vibration when you went through that. You didn't stay there long, but they're just these people are very divisive. I don't know. I don't like it. I do not like it. Okay, can I have an angel number? 614. 614 is your guys' angel number. You guys see that? Okay. You guys keep planning for your future. Those that are trying to sabotage your work, those that are upset about the quality in your life that you're trying to create, the quantity that are entitled, these chronic complainers, they are mad that they just don't have that access to you anymore. Because you saw and you were like, I can't unsee that. So declare your power, reclaim your power. Who cares if they think it's defiant or excessive? Nobody asked them, okay? Nobody asked them. Thank you, Lindy. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Simmons. Hi, Anna Marie. Okay. Is there anything else the collective needs to know? Whoa. Aggressive. Oh. These are all for you, bestie. 4 shot out for my deck. And the first one is The Town. You guys could like this movie, The Town, but you guys are the talk of the town. Okay? This could be why you guys get like social anxiety. You're like, I don't want to talk to people. I don't want people to see me. You guys could be just very preserved and, you know, you're not trying to be noticed by everybody, but people notice you because you are iconic and you are rare inside and out. And when people just see you, you motivate them. So you don't just motivate people by voice. You motivate people by like sight. They see you and they're like, wow, I want to dress like that. Or I want to look like that. I want to present myself like that. Then we have boss. You guys are destined to be your own boss. Teresa, thank you so much. You guys are destined to be your own boss. So I really feel like you dealing with these terrible bosses, it's not going to be forever. It's not going to be forever. And that's another thing that some of these people don't realize. They don't realize how long you've been working towards working for yourself. Whatever you've created, it did not happen overnight. Okay, and then we have Drake trophies. Bitch, I use a walkie-talkie just to get a beverage. To me, that is screaming securing the bag. Dream home. Dream life. Building it amazing from the feet up. Then we have Big Sean. I live a life I deserve. Blessed. Okay, I live a life I deserve. Blessed. I love it. I love it. Anything else? I'm going to back up in case it shoots out. These people want you stuck. They want you stuck. They want to sacrifice you because you're going through intense changes. God chose you, born leader. You guys are dealing with people that are greedy. Okay, so if you're on social media, there's people watching you and they're like, oh, if they become it, if they become popular, I'm going to get less views, or I'm going to get less likes, or I'm going to get less clients. There are people on social media and there's people in your industry that are like, I can't have that. They are in that much of scarcity. You are a chosen leader, chosen by God, the divine, the creator. Intense changes, rapid healing, whatever you guys are intending to do. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, the High Priestess. You are rewinding stress. You are stopping stress from aging you by rebuking, canceling, and denouncing. You're going to be getting better sleep, less nightmares, less issues in the middle of the night. You're going to be really protective of your home. You guys could be buying like some evil eye decor, or maybe crystals, or praying over your home. But yeah, your age is, you're looking more and more youthful. You're glowing. Okay? Your confidence is growing. You have nothing left to prove, so pop champagne. Okay, you have nothing left to prove. We have the second part of my deck with Drake trophies. So we have, I use a walkie-talkie just to get a beverage, and you have nothing left to prove. So celebrate. You don't have to prove anything to these people. You're getting Jupiter blessings in your first house. And then we have 614 is your angel number. I love it. You don't need their validation. We're not interested, and we don't have to stay quiet about it, okay? These people want to silence you. They want to keep you quiet. They want to know who knows about how they've been treating you. Especially if you guys have a platform, especially if you guys are using your voice, they want to know, like, who knows that they've been treating you however the heck. Okay, thank you for your donation. Yeah, I'm seeing that their plans are going up in smoke. Their plans are backfiring. And you will be the tale as old as time. So that will be your guys' last affirmation. Tale as old as time. I'm still here. Tale as old as time. You feel me? I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I will see you guys in a couple of days. I know I'm behind on members only content, but members only also has an entire library while I'm catching up on content. Thank you to you guys that just joined Patreon, that just joined members only. I appreciate you guys. What else? You're welcome, Simmons. Remember that there is no schedule for those of you that have just joined the platforms. There's a lot of content on there, and it's always enough content to get you until I get the next video out. So just remember that if you are on any of those platforms where you get exclusive ad-free content, that there is no schedule, okay? In order for it to be in flow, there is no schedule anymore for either one. You just get a set amount of videos a month. Members only gets 3. Patreon gets 4. Patreon has a bigger library, a way bigger library than members only. Patreon is $7 more. I can't add. $6? $6. Patreon is $6 more. You get a lot more content. There's like 2 years worth of content. Okay, for those of you guys that have been wanting to join, both platforms have ad-free content. Okay, guys. Hi, Randon. Unbelievable. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you, Flaming, for being a member. You should join. It's worth your money. Thank you. It is worth your money. It really is. Especially Patreon. So members only is You guys get your own community tab of content that I share from other creators. You guys also get early access to videos that are released, or you get regular uploads but ad free. Okay. On Patreon, you get things that are actually created just for you, exclusive. They are not available to any other platform, and they're ad free. And you guys get to vote on it. And that's where I put a lot of my art. You guys are the best. You're good, Alexis. There's no pressure. I just know a lot of people have been asking about it in the comments or in the live stream. So I'm like, oh, let me remember to address it so people know like what the difference is, or if they even want to do that. But yeah, you guys, don't forget to smash the you know what. Thank you for hanging out with me. Don't forget to hit the bell, duh. I hope this message made you feel better, that you are not alone. You are rare and iconic from the inside out, from the feet up. And these people are just trying to get you to repeat the hamster wheel of you know what in a very traumatic way. And you are addressing that, reviewing that, and you're keeping it 1000. You are moving on. You are not going to give up. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to absolutely deplete you so you can't rebuild for the 50th time. They really don't want you doing that. All right, guys. I look forward to speaking to you guys in the comments. Let me know. The spiritual assignment, which will be after the live stream ends, is have you guys seen Love After Lockup? What is your favorite type of dating show? Okay, is there a dating show that you like watching? 90 Day Fiance, whatever, what have you. We'll talk about it in the comments. All right, guys, I love you. Toodles.